up, guys? It's Ken Sr. out here mowing the track. This used to be a full-on motocross training facility. We used to do motocross schools here with Chris Canning, pro rider, as an instructor when Junior was like, when he was like, I think 10 to 15. And due to unforeseen circumstances with our racing career, we stopped racing. Kenny had a bunch of injuries. We had a friend actually unfortunately die racing, and then I broke my back so in 17, and we gave it a break. So we don't film here much. This is our homes where we live. Junior lives down in Rockville next to the mill. This is in Tallinn, Connecticut, about 4 miles from the museum. And I spent 10 years building this place. It's a 52-acre farm that was in the same family since the country originated. It was in the same family since the 1700s, the Hannon family. And the lady who ran it was who owned it in the end. It was a nun, 75-year-old lady, owned this whole place herself. And I ended up buying the east side of the farm here, the 53 acres, and turned it into our compound where we raised our kids. I bought this when Kenny was about 6 months old, so he grew up here with his sisters. And hi, honey, how are you, baby?
What you doing?
Just doing a little film of the property. We don't really talk much about the compound too much, so I thought I'd share with our friends, our YouTube family, what we were doing here. So Christy and I, the museum's been closed for 2 months, unfortunately, thanks to the governor and the COVID problem. So we spent the last 2 months reclaiming this. As you can see, the track's totally overgrown. We just basically leveled it and leveled all the jumps and set it up mobile since the kids weren't racing. But we might turn it back into a track. Who knows, maybe I'll have grandkids someday, but sometimes I wonder, should I sell the place, because the kids don't come here much anymore, hardly ever. And it's a big place for just 2 people, big 4-bedroom house. And if I sold it, I could use the money to invest in the museum, maybe further the motorcycle business. But let me take you down front. I'll show you the entryway. This place really is amazing at night. Sorry for the horrible camera work. I'm trying to drive the zero turn to show you guys the place. But yeah, I looked for property to raise my family on. I had to be in Tallinn, so I wanted to keep the kids on the same bus line. And Kenny got to grow up, and Taylor and Jordan, at the same place they went to preschool. They graduated high school here in Tallinn. The property is 800 feet wide and 3,200 feet deep. It's about 52 acres. And I made this entryway over the course of a few years with all the rocks that we excavated on the property. And I made the driveway out of pavers. I'm an interlocking concrete paver institute certified installer. So I did the driveway with the help of about a dozen laborers. It was a lot of work. Stone walls, there's over a mile of stone walls. Very rocky up here in Tallinn, so when we were clearing the property and building the track, we harvested all the stones and built walls. There's some really cool work on the driveway here. This driveway took me a couple of years on and off working on it. The entryway took me about a year. I put a cross on the entryway. All glory be to God for everything we accomplished. He's the architect, we are the builders. But I was right here in this very spot where I decided to buy the property 20 years ago. Spent 10 years of my life crafting it into what it is now. Tons of stone walls. Those are Hanover lanterns on there, just wiring into the wall and building it was a ridiculous amount of work. We We've had all kinds of huge parties. Getting a little dark out. Christy put some landscape lighting out here. Light up the trees. Definitely an honor to be the second family that has owned this property since it became the United States of America. Before that, I guess the Indians owned it.